Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, and that's it. Remember to not press that button, my brain. So, on the last Let's Play, Diego said sorry to the rat guy, Eric, and he accepted the apology. And then everybody's like, yeah, the bad guys are here with their big old ears and stuff like that. We're gonna have to see what those sassy pacas are doing. Enough about that. We have, one sec, a show to do. Oh yeah, and their show's supposed to be, the bad guy show's supposed to be at the same time as our thing, so we're gonna have to see what's going on. Oh yeah, hope these security guys know what they're doing, Ty. It's the beginning of Ride to Hell Retribution. The day had finally come. It was amazing to think that the band had held auditions to find their new bass player only a week ago in this very venue. And now, here they are, up on stage and kicking a woo. As they first took the stage, they opened their set with several of the most popular themes. Energetic crowd pleasers, certain to excite the audience and set the mood. I had been fortunate enough to attend several of the practices, but for the crowd, this was the first time hearing Ty perform lead vocals on many of these songs. Thankfully, it sounded as though they were loving every minute, and how could they not, with Ty's tremendous voice accompanied by such light instrumentation. Eventually, the occasional slower song worked its way into the set, but they enthralled the audience all the same. Their energetic cheering grew louder and louder, ravenous for more with every passing song. As amazing as the rehearsals had been, nothing could have prepared me for the actual show, which was definitely loud, or deafeningly loud, and the energy in the room was positively electrifying. As far as I'm concerned, it was indisputable fact that their comeback so far had been a resounding success. But then, you think it'd just be gibberish, you know? Having not taken the hint, I shouted my response at the very top of my lungs, and he would need to do the same if I were to have any chance of making out his words. What? Diego rolled his eyes before moving several steps closer, giving his hands around his mouth, and practically screaming his intended sentence directly in my ear. I said, wow! Damn, dude, they're nailing it! Oh, yeah, they're awesome! What? Diego cackled as Eric simply gazed back confused before he ordained to inch closer to both of us, prompting Diego to once again cup his hands around his mouth and bellow a sentence towards Eric. He said they're awesome! Duh! How could they not be? They've been the best bass player in the Woodcrest, or they got them. And the best frontman. And hey, you know what? Lucas makes pretty good caveman. He has a knack for smacking stuff with sticks. As if you didn't already know that. True, I'm just glad it ain't me he's smacking for a change. Ooh. Heh. Oh, hey. Yo, Adrian. There's an intermission, right? When's that happening? I reached into my pocket, retrieved my copy of my set list, scanned through the list of songs. I spotted the word intermission nestled between two of the band's most popular songs, roughly halfway down the list. 2 positions below the song they were currently performing. It's after the next song. Is that normal for rock shows to have intermissions, I mean? Ty said they always try to have them on their longer sets, but sometimes that wasn't possible due to the venue's hours, noise curfews, that sort of thing. No idea if it's something other bands do or not, though. I haven't been to many concerts. Gotcha! Me neither. And man, let me tell ya, I forgot how loud this shit is. My ears are gonna be ringing for like a week. How the hell is the Golden Boys across the room coping? They're standing right in front of the speakers. Guess they both went deaf years ago, and they don't really notice anymore. Huh? Oh, yeah, I could see that being the case. You have been keeping an eye on them, right, Adrian? Haven't you? Admittedly, it was a challenge to remain focused on the intruders while such an incredible performance was taking place on stage. Don't make this about me. Well, I have been. Thank you very much. Really? Duh. I can't look away. Have you been seeing that kangaroo's butt? All these instruments, and yet, them bongos are the finest ones here. Really? Really, Eric? Don't you fucking judge me. Look, bear witness to those glorious pillows of unadulterated joy, and let me you wouldn't straight up kill man if it meant you could take a nap on him. Dude, come on, don't be so As he spoke, Diego took the time to refresh his memory on the subject by casting his gaze across the venue to where the kangaroo in question was standing. And following a closer inspection, Diego seemed to find it difficult to agree. Mother of God! Yeah, you see him, don't ya? Yo, what the fuck? What are those things made of? Granite? I confess, I had also noticed that specific attribute during my surveillance. It had been quite the challenge to look away, but a reason that keeping an eye on him was a good thing, regardless of specificity where my focus was drawn. Neither one of them have budged an inch since the show started, and I haven't spotted anything else unusual. Speak for yourself. I have been closely monitoring an unusually fantastic ass. I roll my eyes, invoking a brief smirk from Diego. Not a damn thing here either. If I didn't already know better, I'd say they're just here for a nice time. It was exactly as how Diego had said. Our unwelcome visitors had been keeping things exceptionally cool, flawlessly selling the facade of them being nothing more than excited concert attendees. A pit was forming my stomach as I racked my brain, just desperate to decode the true intentions. Could it be that we had underestimated them? Perhaps, even now, they remained one step ahead of us. The concert had already been halfway finished, and neither the duo had done a single thing so far. I hated the tension. Their mysterious plan left hanging in the air. Whatever they had planned, I hope they would choose to reveal this soon. Man, that shit sucks. Yo, what if they're the only there to distract us while someone else does the dirty work? Someone else? Yeah, dude, like, what if Glenn is here? And what if he already snuck past us, and we're so focused on his right-hand men that we didn't even notice? Shit. He had a point. For all I knew, a disguised Glenn could have walked right in front of us, and none of us would have noticed. Though with that said, a long-time fan of the band still might have, and plenty of those were in attendance. For that reason, I doubted he was present, but nonetheless was wise to remain vigilant and to keep an eye out for any suspiciously dressed individuals. If he's here, he's definitely wearing disguise. Keep an eye out for anything strangely dressed sort of short guys. Heh, found one. Hey, nothing strange about these clothes. And who you calling short? Bwahaha. Whoa, heads up. One of our boys is on the move. Question mark, exclamation mark? Sure enough, only rocks remain on the spot. Where both the men had already been moments ago, but I quickly spotted a large pair of golden ears fighting their way through the crowd to reach the opposite end of the room. The three of us observed him closely until his final destination remained crystal clear. The bathroom? The hell was he planning? To clog the shitters? Fear not, boys. You can get on your pal Eric to investigate personally. You're just hoping to cop a glimpse while he's using the urinal. You coming? Only keep an eye on you. You're so full of shit. What about you, Adrian? Gonna keep an eye on Diego here? Make sure he keeps his eyes on hands to himself? And who's gonna keep tabs on Raux? Duh, security will. It's carrying their job. Yeah, I better come along to keep an eye on you guys. Who knows what could happen otherwise. Hey, fuck both you guys. Heh. I'm not a perfect, I swear. Let me explain. I'm frustrated. No, not like that. I mean, this wasn't a golden opportunity to confront Viru face to face, somewhere where both could be heard, and somewhere I could discreetly beat the information out of him if necessary. Figuratively, I mean. Could you imagine if I actually tried to fight that guy? He'd have me breathing through a tube for the rest of my life, or worse. But it's like I said, I've been so excited to see the Black Claws finally perform live, and to watch Ty in his element, singing and playing the guitar. It would have been so much fun. Should have been. Instead, the enjoyment I had experienced thus far had been undermined by the fear of the possibilities. And instead of enjoying the performance, I was watching our intruders dreading the moment those assholes would finally set their plans in motion. If it were only me the show was being ruined for, perhaps I would have been more inclined to let that slide. Despite the band's stellar performance thus far, I could tell the subtle signs that Ty was much more tense than in the rehearsals, and knew that wasn't performance anxiety that was bothering him. His usual comfortable smile was absent, and his figurative glances were every so often at our unwelcome duo had only intensified as he noticed Rue's absence. The whole reason Ty and Lucas had chosen to reform the Black Claws was to relive the joy they had felt once performing their live music live on stage, and that was being undermined by those bastards simply being present. Even if all they ended up doing was stand there for the entire show, in a way, they would succeed in their sabotage all the same. But I wasn't going to stand for that, not a minute longer. And so the three of us cut through the crowd in pursuit of the kangaroo, the destination of the men's room. A certain door was closed behind us. The music was reduced to a thunderous rumble, still loud of course, but no longer so loud that the three of us had to continue yelling at one another to be heard. Eh? Within, not a single urinal was occupied. Instead, the door of the single stall at the very end of the restroom was sealed shut. Ah, rats. Whoa, I mean, can you even say that? Is that degradatory? Of course I can. Look who you're talking to. Besides, it's not like you can talk. You call everyone fags. Heh, only my friends. But you do have a point. So, what's the plan? Psh, easy. Check if the stall next door has a glory hole. Fag. So does that mean you're considering me a friend? Of course I do, buddy. Anyway, aside from Eric's plan, how are we gonna handle this? When he opens his door, we ambush him, and he doesn't leave until he got the answers we were looking for. Ooh, I like the sound of that. So forward. I've got your back, dude. He ain't going nowhere till we're done with him. How about you, Eric? You got Adrian's backs too? With a plan like that, you bet your sweet ass I do. Asses. Shit, yeah. It's time to be heroes, boys. It's time for some damn answers. There were three of us stacked up outside the stall door like an assault team ready to breach. When we waited in silence, listening closely for sounds from within. If all the blood is not to bring me hanky, suppose one probably blow grow still beats a bush blow. Oh, I guess he was foreign, but I had no idea he was exotic. Ooh la la. What the? Am I having a fucking stroke? Hey, why do that to yourself? I'll give you a stroke instead if you ask me nicely. You know that's not what I meant. I know, but it wasn't about to miss that opportunity. Still a little iffy, but she'll be alright, I reckon. Here he comes. Remember, he's not going anywhere until we know exactly where he's plotting. Got it. Never mind that. Never mind what I'm plotting. Eric. Don't worry, I wasn't planning on letting him leave regardless. G'day, fellas. Don't worry, it doesn't plug. Just mopping up the bloody nose. Someone hit ya? Yeah, nah, mate. Me old sniffer throws a tanny from time to time, but no worries. She'll be right, mate. Say, with all the other dunnies free, What's so splashing about this one, eh? You were in this one. Hoping I'd warm the seat for you? You're not supposed... You're supposed to admit it, mate. What? No, I mean... You and I need to have a little chat. Here? In the loos? At the dunny? Right here. Right now. You're right, mate? You're looking a bit like you're about to go off your little trolley. Off his trolley? Oh my god. Can't we tee something up for the intermission, mate? Can't be far off now. No, you're not leaving this room until you answer my questions. Crikey, have I done something to you, mate? If I have, I'm real sorry. Don't act like you don't know what this is about. But, mate, I haven't the foggiest swear on me life. You and your sidekick out there, you gotta tell me what you're planning. Why would the 2 out of 3 members of Glenn's band be here if not to sabotage the competition? Sabotage? You heard me. Time to come clean. Hang the onotic. A husky? Ah, that's it. You must be Ty's new fella, eh? Exclamation mark, question mark. Then this must be. Fucking me dead, mate. I reckon I know what's happened. Later. Okay. First, he enters questions. Later? You bloody keen, ain't you? Can't blame you for wanting well. I like your funny words, Magic Man. I like your funny words, Magic Man. I impatiently cleared my throat in an attempt to get the conversation back on track following Eric's extraction. Anyway, you could style your own, mate. Rox and I are just a couple of old fair drumming blokes. I saw it on my third leg. Your third what? Stone me crows. Clean slipped me mind that the phrase means something pretty different in these parts. Just means me tail, mate. Called that on account of the fact we bounce our whole bodies on them. Whoa, can we see? I once again cleared my throat, but louder this time, and accompanied by a firm and disapproving stare from Eric's direction. After you answered Adrian's questions, I mean. Adrian, that's right. I knew I'd heard your name before. Hey, Adrian, look, we've gone on the wrong foot, I reckon. So, g'day, Adrian. Call me Roo. Nice to meet you, mate. He was confidently extending his hand, while wearing a friendly and outgoing smile. I shook it, most likely an impulse born of habit. To say I'm confused. To say it confused me would be an understatement, but this confusing and foreign brand of lingo was the least of my problems. Now, I reckon we owe you a proper explanation after all the shit we seem to have stirred up. You see, I think you fellas might have gotten the wrong idea. Have we? Defo, mate. Alright, I'm listening. Ripper. So this morning, Rox and me, we... The fuck kind of time do you call this? Lunchtime. I said 3 o'clock. 3, assholes. Come on, mate. You know the early bird gets the worm. Oh, fuck off. Fine, get in here. Be ready to warm up at 5. We rocked up a pair of thoughts by the standards, and he just went a bit backaroo at us both. Course, when he liked... course, we knew he liked to snooze in the Arvo. That was the part of why we did it. Nothing but trackies. I think we woke the grumble bum up here. Oops. Heh. We just got here, and he's almost throwing a hissy fit already. There's plenty of time for that, yeah. Too bloody right, mate. Too bloody right. So, I take it you haven't chickened out. We're really doing it? I am. But you don't have to. Mate, I told you before, I'm right up stubborn cunt. You won't talk me out of it. You know, and you know why? Let me guess. It's because we're a team now, right? Fucking oath we are. And shut your face, and let's deliver some shitty news. You're looking forward to this. No shit, aren't you? I've been dreaming about this moment for a long, long time. Gotta tell 'em what we've been up to? You bet I am. Heh. Well, mate, in that case, how about we go and make that dream come true, eh? So are they... Is he telling the truth and then maybe these guys are leaving Glen? Gladly. Another flashback. Despite our apparent enthusiasm, the tense atmosphere and made our mutual discomfort evident as we waited for Glenn to return. I knew all too well that the only thing shorter than Glenn's temper was the man himself. Our chaotic surroundings had become familiar to both of us in our time performing together, and it was a strange feeling to know that this was the final time we would be seeing it. And good riddance. What a disgusting mess, an awful waste of potential. And the same could be said about the room. Life was too short to tolerate such a man and his dour taste in decor. Right, Rue. Yeah? I mean the fucking kangaroo. Whoops. I was aware, but the mix-up and Glenn's resulting frustration had been the source of so much joy in our time playing music together. It was almost sad to leave it behind. Almost. Yeah, count us in. Wait, where the fuck are your instruments? Are you fucking kidding me? Oopsie daisy, sorry mate, we forgot them. Are you two trying to piss me off? Aw, nah, yeah. Yes. No. What is it? Yes or no? Just say one, not both, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Globa. Yeah, look at you. We're about to give birth. Actually, Glenn, there's a good reason we didn't bring him. Glenn slowly twists his head in my direction, with a snarl forming on his lips. His eyes, burned like hot coals in primal rage, churned within. And why the fuck not? Well, you see, I got a text message last night. It contained the video. I think you know the one. And I should have drawn the line a long time ago. But this? I can't ignore this. What? Don't think you can tell me you're going on the moral high ground. You deceitful fuck. If you're pissed that I cheated, you can get fucked. I know you too. I've been fucking for months behind my back. Behind your back? Oh, Glenn, you haven't been trying to hide it. You never treated me like anything but a one-night stand. The way I see it, any relationship we might have had ended months ago. Oh, right. Twist the truth to absolve yourself of guilt. Fuck you, whore. Crikey, mate. Paul ought to be calling the kettle black, don't you reckon? What? Oh, shut the fuck up. This isn't about cheating, you stupid prick. It's about everything. The way you've treated us, bossed us around, used us, abused us. And what you did to the poor kid, using him like that. Then leaving that video for all of Woodcrest. You evil fucking bastard, Glenn. That is what this is all about? The fucking kid? That wannabe fucking poser? Wahaha. Who the fuck is he to you? Sleeping with him too, are you? Fucking whore. I can't see Bwahaha without doing that thing from, like, Game Coliseum. I guess we better take your word for it, mate. Seeing as you're the expert, eh? Oh, shut the fuck up, you immigrant fuck. Woof. Nobody knows or cares a word about you have to say in your ridiculous cartoon language. I should have known you're fucking worthless. Both of you. Fucking worthless. Immigrant? Come on, mate. You gotta try a bit harder than that, you dumb bloody drongo. Unlike you, you can't insult me with facts. And speaking of, how's the weather down there, mate? Grrr. Door. Oi, Rokes. Puppy's mad. I'll bark and no bite. Nothing to worry about. I'll rip your fucking... What's that, Globber? Gonna take a swing? Have us a wee scrap? Even you're not that dumb, mate. Look at you. Just barely tall enough to shoot out me stiffy. Grrr. Despite his anger, Glenn knew he was no match for you. Layering the two of us together, it showed a surprising wealth of wisdom for someone such as he, who had always been the one to shoot first and ask questions later kind of guy. In substitute for his physical fury, the both of us instead endured a barrage of incredibly colorful language from the stocky wolf, but it failed to even so much as diminish the wide and ever-expanding grins the two of us shared. After all, the awful shit Glenn had suggested subject us to during our tenure in this band, this moment in Glenn's living room was profoundly cathartic for us both. His claws were extended, his fangs bared, and yet he knew he was horribly outmatched. God, why today? The day of the show, of all fucking days. Because now, it was too much, it's much too late to hire new musicians and teach them this set list. I mean, whoops, sorry about that. Oh, cheer up, mate. Just think, you got all the time in the world to come up with a new name to use. How about something like, Short Stacks? Brah, fuck you. Well, I think that will serve it as just as fine as our resignation. Now then, we should get going. We're off to the Black Claws live concert. The real ones, I mean, not your imitation. Gah, fuck you. They're the imitation. The Black Claws is my band. My fucking band. When he found out where the two of us were headed next, he just about had a stroke. Mate, he was like, stroking. You know, on account of being a total wanker. Well, you know, you're right. We'd heard firsthand from Rue, but the band still needed to know. Thus, we collected rocks after leaving the men's restrooms and ventured backstage during the intermission to reveal the good news to them. I can't believe you guys did that for me. Calm your fun, mate. Don't know you from a bar of soap. It's just a matter of principle. What Glenn did was inexcusable. Our departure had been a long time coming. That whole mess, that was just the final straw. Still, thank you for sticking up for me. It was the right thing to do, and we'd do it again in a heartbeat, right, Rue? Fucking oath we would, mate. Even if only see the look on the bloody blogan's ugly mug again. Priceless, I'm telling you. It would seem I owe you both an apology for so quickly jumping to conclusions. I apologize for having treated you with such suspicion without knowing the full story. You couldn't have known. It's not your fault. Actually, I made the assumption you didn't know who it was when I bought the ticket. Otherwise, I might have said something. That was on me. Mate, in your shoes, I'd have probably been bloody suspicious too, especially with the brick shithouse of a bloke like me waffling around. You know, Rue, for once, you're not the tallest guy in the room. Eh? Lucas, right? That's me. A pleasure. You know, it always seemed as though Glenn was scared of you. Sounds too smart for Glenn. Crikey, I like this fellow already. Yep, pretty sure he has an inch or so on you. No one that counts me ears. Yours don't count. Do so. You two bicker like an old married couple. Already? This concert was technically supposed to be our first proper date. Proper? With that dickhead bogan out of the picture, there's nothing stopping us two from going official and all that. Congratulations, guys. Thanks. You know, there's something strangely poetic about our first date being a rock concert. We've attended so many of those together, but this will be the first time we'll be in the audience. Bloody awesome band to start off with, I reckon. Well, I'm pleased you think so. So, what happened to Glenn's show? Looks like a no-show, judging by the angry comments on the social media. Wait, does that mean we won? Mate, you'd have won anyway. You'd still have leftover tickets. That's excellent news. If the video leaking hadn't generated extra buzz, we might not have sold out at all. Knocked out by my own goal. Serves you right, Glenn. He had it coming. And as usual, he never saw it coming. He chronically short-sighted with that sort of thing. Heh, yeah, bloody bat, mate. Oh dear me, it seems the intermission is over. We're due back on stage. I think this is a good time to call it with the things changing. Well, that was an interesting thing there. But yeah, time to call it. So please comment, cause I like comments, tips you like, dislike, tips, tricks otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like see grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the rest of the ground bleeder and control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But yeah, I had to press that button because I was like, forgot to, not press the button. And until next time, another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. We're making our way downtown, walking fast, changing lanes in our hometown. Thanks, see ya.